Hey guys, Dave from Nerdarchy for nerds, by nerds, hanging out with these nerds.
Ryan.
I'm Ted.
And today we are going to do our weekly nerdy news and
Weekly digest or something?
Something. But and we have a bunch of stuff going on too, so we were just going to do it all together.
It's gonna be a mega news.
Yeah, we have
Mega.
a box all the way from Poland.
We need like air horns in the background.
No, we don't have that.
From Awakened Realms, this box has come from Poland, which was kind of cool. I had shared. Well, we got that, but we also got Gaming with Nerdarchy. We're going to announce the next session that Ted's going to be running, and which will even be on a different day. So hopefully that'll open things up for some of you guys.
That's always the hope.
That is always the hope. And then there's the regular stuff that we normally do is basically like this is our index, our glossary, if you will, our table of contents.
If you missed something that we did over the past week, we put everything all in one place. We put convenient links down below in case you either missed something or you want to go back and see it again. Here's the way to do it. Here's the place to do it.
Exactly.
So screw all that crap. I want to see Dave open the box.
Yeah,
Really, wow.
yeah. Let's see if he can do it without
Without
cutting
knocking
off
yourself?
things that he might still want.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. You had your kids. You're kind of done.
Yeah, well, you know, there's always practice.
No, I guess that's true too.
So,
And you've got to cut through layers of paper. As
yeah,
well.
they did a pretty hefty job of.
Packing this thing up.
Yeah, there we go. I'm probably most certainly going to. See, look, I'm following the rules of cutting away from my body at all times. Here, guys, notice safety first.
video.
Yeah, you wearing goggles and other PPE, protective
Yeah.
something equipment. What's
OSHA would,
personal
OSHA would approve, and then I just throw the open knife over my shoulder.
Yeah. So then you hear a child crying in the distance.
Yeah. A little while ago, these guys had contacted me and said, "Hey, if we send you stuff, will you kind of review it and show it on your channel?" And I said, maybe. What do you guys do? And then they showed me a link to the Kickstarter they had going on.
And you're like, ooh.
And I actually just opened up their website page before we started here to show these guys and they had the stuff from the Kickstarter. It looked really cool and really
It's
amazing.
fancy.
I'm going to check and see if the Kickstarter is still going on. It might have been towards the tail end. Maybe even if it's not, I'll share it anyway, just so people can take a look and I can share the website.
Cool box.
Yeah, we'll
That's
put
a
the
really
link.
cool tin.
We'll put the links down below.
Yeah, there will be links and stuff. And we got. Oh my
Oh,
God!
no.
And I threw away the knife.
Yeah, isn't that your feet?
It is at my feet. All right, so we got a bunch of bubble wrap. So far, I am not impressed.
Well, the bubble wrap will entertain my kids.
All right, let's see.
Dude, their bubble wrap Kickstarter is like the best Kickstarter in the market. You can't get a better, bar none, bubble wrap. Awakened Realms bubble wrap. Get it in stores. Buy
So
you.
they basically said they were just going to send me some random stuff from their store. This isn't from the Kickstarter.
Right. Now you had said that the stuff that they normally send out is custom painted, whereas this stuff is going to be
This
unpainted.
is unpainted. Yeah, that's their big thing too. They're kind of their
Ooh.
Oh, I'm kind of feeling like this might be Kickstarter stuff. All right, so I'm going to take a look, pull it out, take a look, pass it down. You guys can kind of describe it if you want.
So this looks to be kind of a junkyardy piece. It's got a broken down wall segment with some kind of like
Power
Yeah, if you kinda
generators.
angle
Right.
It looks
tilt
like
in front of the camera. You can get a better view.
Yeah, I'll take up on that. So it looks like they're like sort of like power coils or generators going
And
on.
we got a chunk of crystals.
yeah, these are
There's a good focus
pretty
length.
cool. Here's the next one, right?
Okay, let me take that out. Yeah, so some pretty badass, like, this stuff almost makes me think of StarCraft, like the minerals that you would mine in StarCraft. So if you paint them like a nice blue-green, that would be pretty badass and
I
fun.
definitely see that. The detail is really, really immaculate. Like, these are really good sculpts. I'm not really into painting minis and stuff like that. I mean, I was so ecstatic when they came out with plastic ones that
They
were
were pre-painted, yeah.
pre-painted.
Yeah.
I don't even
Bizarre
know.
creature there.
All right, so this is, well, this looks like some sort of idol, almost.
I don't even know what this stuff is made out of.
Plastic. The bones of orphans, maybe.
Maybe. Oh, here's the stand to that one, I think, Ted. Or a random stand, one or the other.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to give these right to Ryan or Ted
Yeah.
and let them do what they do.
On camera, doing it live.
Yeah, I honestly think some of this stuff is actually from the Kickstarter.
Yeah. So this is like some sort of like crystalline like
Oh yeah,
cluster.
this is definitely one of their portals from the Kickstarter.
Yeah. So these are just like interesting, for the most part, just like interesting sort of like dungeon dressing, and this stuff would pop a lot more. Like, unfortunately, at the camera, there's only going to be so much it's going to pick up, but this stuff would pop a lot more once it's painted, I'm sure.
And we got another portal. Ooh, this is a demon portal with claws coming out of it.
Oh, nice.
I'm into that.
Could be demon, or you could totally make it undead as well. Like trying to just pull.
Yeah, we got some creepy hands coming out here.
You guys can fight over the minis. I'm going to totally bogart the tin.
Yeah, it's like, I want the box.
The box is amazing.
You know my obsession with plastic, so.
Yeah, these are pretty good. And from what I recall, checking out the Kickstarter, the price point wasn't bad at all. Like, I actually even considered, backing it.
Yeah.
But like we have so much stuff at our table already.
Right.
Yeah.
That I did not. But I was sorely tempted. Plus, both me and my wife are unemployed right now, so that also is like
Not very helpful.
yeah,
Not very
like
conducive.
maybe I should feed my kids instead or something.
Maybe. Can they eat plastic?
I think they could. I don't know how nourishing it would be.
Yeah. So that's everything from the Kickstarter.
It
so
is.
you'll have a link so you can see some of the ones that are actually painted and how sharp they look. And also, like, there's only so much justice we can do with the focal length of this.
Yeah,
this camera.
like all right. So you guys, you're actually a semi-professional, trained artist, and went to school for that and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're a minis person, Ted.
Right.
What is your view? Just a layman, I go like these look amazing.
I love them. My level of detail on painting is not, phenomenal. I'm only willing to spend so many hours on a mini. I've known people to spend 40, 60 hours painting, assembling a single miniature, and that's
wait a minute, real quick. Just so you guys know, I was just breaking Ryan's ball. He's actually internationally shown artist, and he wants to fucking choke me right now. He went to the UA and everything.
Yeah.
I totally dig these minis. I already thinking of color schemes and what I would do with them, and whatever have you.
Yeah.
So.
I like about them too is just the scale was big enough that you could really pick out details if you wanted.
Right.
So it's kind of cool. Like the smaller like figurine minis, like a lot of them, like you can't really do a lot because there's not a ton of detail. Whereas these are very like there's like divots and pores and stuff that you can really get into and like.
And they're also big enough that you can add detail to it if you want. Like if you wanted to carve in stuff or whatever have you.
Yeah. Like with the eye sockets, you could easily make those look like very glowy because you have room to like modulate your color. And all that
especially
cool
with this guy.
Yeah.
He's got some pretty deep eye sockets.
Yeah, or possibly inset gems or something if you wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to bedazzle them like right away. Go ahead, go for it. Go for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So now on to the next most pressing matter of our news, and that is how to game with us. And the game we have coming up. Obviously, if you guys have been following for a while, you probably know if you sign up for Nerdarchy, the newsletter, you'll get information how to game with us. And Ted will be running the next game. So do you want to read off those people?
Absolutely. We're going to be doing a Thursday game. I believe it's the 24th or the 25th of March. Whatever one of those dates is a Thursday. That's where I'm going with.
We'll put it down in the description below when we'll solidly have that date. But it's going to be a Thursday toward the latter end of March.
Right.
So,
the four names that carry over from last month's were William Lambert, Rowdy Dilks, Jose Suarez, and Chase Toyne, and then we're adding Thomas M. Epiphanes Irrigates. I'm really sorry if I'm butchering that name. John Jenkins, Josh Miller, Austin Howarth, and Adam Spain.
Spain.
So you're running a really big game, Ted.
Well, no, those are the alternates.
So yeah, you should probably clarify who's in the actual game.
Yeah. Sorry about that. We got we usually use 4 to 5 slots, and then everyone else becomes alternates.
So the first 4 names spoken are going to be the people that are assuredly in the game, and then we have some backups if for some reason one of the people has to bow out. But we like to fill our games with 4 players because dungeons can be deadly, and so can dragons.
So I'll be sending out an email in case you weren't certain whether I called your name and that was just someone who happens to share the same exact name or what. But I'll send an email from Nerdarchy out to you guys saying, all right, you guys are the deal. Let me know whether or not you can actually make that time frame. It'll be 8 p.m. Thursday night. I believe it's the 24th, and that's Eastern.
Is that the last
Time.
Thursday or is that the
second to
third?
last.
Okay, yeah, the third Thursday.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So with that, what do we have?
All right, you want to go and spiel away?
We'll go in with our normal spiel. Oh, and real quick too, yada yada yada. It's not on here. Geek Fest, guys, is coming up April 2nd. If you're going to be able to make it, just reach out to us. Let us know. Maybe we can plan something for afterwards if enough of you guys are going to show up. It's a one-day event. It's really cheap to go to.
If you're in the Tri-State, South Jersey area, yeah.
It's not bad.
If pricing holds, it's $8 at the door, or $5 if you come in costume or bring a canned good.
Yeah. So yeah, they do a good job of raising a lot of money for the local food banks.
Yes.
Geek and charity.
They've had cosplay, Quidditch, and what was the association there of the Renaissance weapons, armor?
Was it SCA or
SCA or Markland?
I'm not sure which one it was at the last one.
Might have been SCA. Yeah.
Because I know that they had I was gonna say medieval times. They had the Mystic Realms LARP was there, and I think they also had SCA there. The last.
Basically, people beating each other with sticks.
Yeah.
If that doesn't sound like a good time to you, I don't know what does. But yeah, so definitely it's worth checking out. More than likely we'll be there hanging out if nothing else. Obviously, we've mentioned the newsletter. Also, we have Nerdarchy the store, which now if you go to our website and you click Nerdarchy the store, it doesn't take you anywhere.
It's a choose your own adventure.
Yeah, pretty much. You have two paths now. Whether you want to get some nerdy swag with our merchandise, stuff where you see us wearing, and other things that are on there as well, or we're trying to start producing more digital content for sale. So that's there. And for you guys that have already bought some of our digital content, thank you
so
really
much.
appreciate it. We look forward to hearing your feedback. If you liked it, let us know. If you didn't, let us know.
Yeah, and if you liked it, the best thing you could do is I guess they're getting it from our website. So the reviews, there is a review function on the website.
There is not a review function on the website. Well,
so you'll just tell us if we
comments.
Suck.
There's a comments section.
Okay, yeah.
That they could probably. I have to check and look and see. Unfortunately, I am our programmer and webmaster, and it is very sad for us.
Yeah, if he's the height of our technological aspirations.
Yeah. So again, if you want to support us in a financial way, and for those that already are, thank you so much.
Yep. Thank you to our Patreon patrons.
Yeah, we have a Patreon account, and we're trying to come up with decent levels and rewards that we can give you stuff, and we're really hesitant to just throw levels up there and not be able to deliver.
Things that we're not going to commit to anything that we can't regularly deliver to people, because that's
we've talked about producing things to give to people, and I'm are we going to be able to?
Are we going to be able to do that every month?
Yeah, with our regular content and our normal jobs and our families.
We don't talk about this all the time. This is our side gig. We all have regular full-time jobs besides. So.
Yeah.
But
some of us do at least.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll be going back to work soon.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Road construction. Yeah. But look, if you have ideas, we're more than open to hearing your suggestions.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Do you want headshots of Nerdarchy?
Yeah. We can
Why
send
not?
you
No, Atwaller does headshots.
beard clippings.
Yeah.
We can give you some beard clippings.
That's not creepy at all. I don't know what's creepier, us sending them or people wanting them.
Yeah.
We have Nerdarchy the forum, so that's a good place to hang out and discuss nerdy stuff all the time.
All the time, 24/7. Don't leave it. Don't leave it ever.
Yeah. And again, our good friend DMG Info had a YouTube glitch a long time ago, and it seems like now.
Yeah.
And he lost all of his subscribers
because he didn't have Nerdarchy beard clippings. That
Is that
shit
what it was?
is magic. It's sheer magic. Get yours today.
Nice. Need to have the beard and glasses.
Yeah. So what he does is these time-lapse videos creating dungeons tiles and dungeon terrains, and they're freaking amazing. The guy is really good at what he does.
Yeah.
He's a wizard with the camera and with the...
He's a titan with a glue stick and popsicle sticks. And,
and the X-Acto knife.
Yeah, exactly.
This week he released a video to how to make tankards and bottles out of
Straws.
like straws and toothpicks. It was really freaking cool.
Yeah, awesome.
So now Ted is going to populate his dungeons with like nothing but tankards and
There's going
bottles.
to be inns everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Like the goblins are always drinking, the ogres are drinking, the pixies are drinking.
You're in the Liches Lounge Club.
Yeah.
It's in the Liches Lounge Club.
We're gonna walk in on skeletons with the mugs, pouring out, through them, just causing puddles on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Yeah, so it's good stuff. You should go check out our channel, subscribe. Let's get them back to 10,000 and beyond. Conventions, like we like to mention them here. We'd like to mention them even more so if we happen to be participating in one as a panel. And one of the best ways to make that happen is for you guys, the fans, to reach out to conventioneers and promoters and go, hey, there's these nerdy guys, and we think it'd be good for a good fit for you.
Yeah, I'm sure if we can get like 10, 20 people like sending emails to various conventions, like that's more apt. And also, I'm gonna start like pitching us for panels as well. But if they hear about us unsolicited, well,
It's
we're
even better.
technically soliciting right now. But I mean, it's better that other people like mention us to them than us having to shill our thing.
Yeah, and it'd be good to know that if you guys mention it, that means you're probably going to go there, and then we can look at the audience and see at least a person or two.
Yeah. We'll be like Flight of the Conchords, how they have like one fan. Yeah, comes there all their stuff. Yeah.
We still have the other YouTube channel going on. Nate is not here physically, but in spirit, he is still
In
there.
digital spirit, he'll be playing video games.
Yeah, he's uploading video games from time to time.
I mean, the thing that people don't know is we shackle him in the basement with nothing but a video game controller.
Yeah, and a bucket.
A bucket to poop in.
I was going to say what the bucket was
You
for.
could have just
but-
left it in a bucket, man. Really?
No, he couldn't.
No, not at all.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So we also have GM 911s. You guys, if you have a problem in your campaign and you want us to try and solve it for you, GM 911 is the way to do it. You send it to Nerdarchy at nerdarchy at gmail.com, or you can hit up the forums. There's actually a section just for GM 911s, where in the forums you're going to get immediate responses from other Nerdarchy fans like yourself.
Yeah, the fan base is great about
I
doing
hope you're
that.
not replying to your own question, though.
Maybe. Why not?
Not immediately, anyway.
So on to nerdarchy.com.
.com.
Dun, dun, dun. We have the Star Wars Age of Rebellion beginner game review from Ted. We also have what do we have?
So, Oljatt's Armor Part 2.
Yeah, Oljatt Century Armor, a Dungeons and Dragons 5th Edition Artifact Magic Item Collection Part 2.
So that's Part 2. Part 3 will, finish up on Tuesday.
And that's from Scott Garrity, so I know a lot of you guys like friggin' hate his guts, so you don't have to read it if you don't want to.
Oh, man.
But you guys that love Scott, because I know
Go there.
I know you're out there.
Scotomaniacs.
Yeah, you can go show your support.
I'm telling you, brother, if you're a Scotomaniac, go and read that article and leave comments. Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
And then we have from Ty. What do you owe out, man? It's true. Like, you read the comments. Some of them.
I know.
He's a polarizing
I know.
figure.
Yeah, they love him. They hate him.
Yeah.
He's Scott.
Yeah.
Barnes and Noble's bookstore to offer gaming nights, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's
board
amazing.
game nights.
Well, it's because they're a brick and mortar retailer, so they got hustle too.
Yeah, next thing you know, they're going to be having Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, for sure.
That's when you know they're like one toe in the grave.
Yeah.
Ecology of the Abizder. That one's by Ted. Unfortunately, he misspelled the name of the monster he created.
He
again.
made up. No.
I misspelled the monster I created. Wow,
So the funny
look
thing
at
about
that.
that thing is, like, I feel like every time I've seen it written, it's been different. Like,
No, it's always been Abizder.
But it was never spelled out right when we did the video.
A bat, a lizard, and a spider smushed together. Abizder.
Abizder.
Abizder. I spelled it with an O.
Yeah,
and then some other extra letters in there. and
Yeah,
stuff.
you put all kinds of freaky stuff in.
But then we fixed it. Sorry, guys, I'm dying from the Ebola virus or anthrax, or I might have contracted draconian flu. I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah. We got
It'll be
players.
Dragonborn flu now.
No, draconian flu. Player tips: adding more class to your class. The fighter. That's it for Nerdarchy.com.
All right, so I have over on YouTube. We had the Maze of Mandoon game with our fans. So that's the adventure that David had actually written. I edited and laid it out, and so we have it for you guys to buy in our store. And we ran the game with fans. We also did a video response to Randomness and RPGs, Embracing Chaos. So that was a response to Being Everything Else over on ItMeJP. We have Dude, She Just Isn't Into D&D. Getting Creative, Game Master Tips. And we also had a live chat with Lewis Porter Jr., so we got to talk to him about Neo Exodus and his Kickstarter that he's got going on with that. He's a big Pathfinder guy, but there's actually...
No, Neo Exodus is separate. Crisis of the World Eater is actually the Kickstarter.
Right, okay, yeah. So it's Crisis of the World Eater, I think, but his campaign world is a part of it and various others.
Yeah.
So you want to check... It's basically like a big comic books crossover event in RPGs is basically how that's working.
Dude, it totally is just ripping off Infinity of...
Crisis on Infinite Earths and the Galactus sort of, Fantastic Four arc.
But for an RPG, it's a pretty cool story.
And we use the word ripping off lighthearted, like he's paying homage to those things. He's a big comic book fan.
Appropriating, yeah. And then we also have players want faster combats in D&D, and I'll shuffle that on to you, Ted.
So that was a GM 911. We did the Force and Destiny beginner's game unboxing, where we talk about that box and all the cool stuff that came inside. We did maps and mapping and tabletop RPGs. That's a DM tools, what to work on. We did the ecology of the Abizder to go with that article that I had written. We did D&D character classes for beginners. That's a player tip. We did D&D Warlock. What does it mean to serve? And that's in our series of What Does Your Class Say About You? We did our own Nerdarchy's House Rules of 5th Edition. That's a Game Master Tips. We did D&D Campaign Sharing Revisited. We're talking about NPCs, and that's another in our series of Game Master Tips. And then last, we finished off with Why You Don't Bring a Blaster to a Lightsaber Fight. That was Star Wars RPG Session 3, Part 1. So that ends the news. So until next time,
stay nerdy.